AliExpress. It's ordered. Almost here, guys. My baby.
Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to let y'all know, if you're vegetarian and you're ever at Panera, order mac and cheese, a side salad, and half of a Mediterranean veggie sandwich. And of course, you cannot forget the baguette on the side. Let me tell y'all, it was so delicious. But aside from all that food talk, which I'm pretty sure many of us can get into, today I am going to be doing a package review. Now hopefully this is the package I think it is, because I'm just going based off of the shipping label and what that says. And we all know, if you ever shopped AliExpress, your wish, they be a little bit funky sometimes. Speaking of the devil, where is my package? Okay, thanks. Let's open this bad boy up. I always feel like a kid on Christmas when it comes to getting packages. And by the way, y'all, I got this like a couple of days ago, and I wanted to really wait until I did this video in order to open it up and be the big surprise and all that. So just thank me, because I typically don't do that in general. Woo! Package done. So it is the sewing machine like it says. Am I believing what my eyes are reading? The package says delivery scanned event not required. No wonder they don't be updating their tracking, and they be wondering why people always get refunds. You want to hear a funny story real quick? I'm gonna tell you a funny story. So I used to shop with Wish, which they're kind of like AliExpress. They're like the cheap stuff, you know, you get from China or whatnot. I used to refund every possible item that was not updated because they couldn't track that I, you know, didn't receive the item. In which half the time I wouldn't receive the item because certain companies are just raggedy like that. Yeah, they have, you know, I kind of feel bad now thinking about it that, you know, there are people working hard doing this and that, probably don't get paid that much, and I just took that little bit of money that I could have just spent and just, you know, let things be. Now, I was a loyal Wish buyer, and I reviewed and I just did all of that whenever the package did come. But to be fair, they ended up banning me, and then I lost $20. I don't really shop Wish anymore though, because they started just, you know, upgrading and doing all this stuff, and you know, things are getting kind of expensive for it to be from Wish. So yeah, no, AliExpress. Moving on to this review, so I got a handheld sewing machine. It says it includes a large spool and cap, one needle instructor, an adapter, and a threader sheet. The instructions on the back read, lift up the cloth fastening plate with a forefinger and putting the cloth under the fastening plate, and then setting down the fastening plate. Pressing the top of the machine up and down and over, then right hand should move to right step by step, and left hand hold the cloth under the direction. Y'all, this is poor English at its finest. I feel like I just will rather wing this and hope for the best. So let's see what they got. We got this and this. Okay, so the sewing machine sits like this. You see that on this side there is a wheel for the thread, and then right here the needle goes in and it opens up. Oh, this comes off. Okay, I'm more confused than ever. This bottom part's made out of plastic, and so is the top part, so I don't know why there's cheap materials. Maybe because it's just a mini sewing machine, and sewing machines shouldn't be mini like this. I wonder how they threaded this though. Okay, So pretty much here is the thread. This little tiny piece has a hole in it. So what we're gonna do is just put the thread through that hole, if I can. Yep, like so. And then do a little loop-de-loop on this bad boy right here. And I'm assuming that's supposed to be kind of like the bobbin. You untwist it to loosen it up. Oh, y'all, this stuff is tearing apart. But it twists so you can loosen up this part, and then once it is down, you kind of tighten it back up. What I'm gonna do is insert the thread inside the needle, if that's possible. That's not the help if you wet the end. Go in.
Many minutes later.
Okay, thread in. Now, how does this work? On regular sewing machines, there's a bobbin wheel down here. You know, let's say that this is like, in a sense, the chamber. There's going to be a bobbin wheel that you put the little wheel piece like so inside, and it does its little magic down there, and then you thread through the top as well, and it does its magic up here. Therefore, you get that stitch look. I don't see how that's gonna happen with this. Another thing that I discovered, aside from it opening like that, there is this kind of like a little presser foot. So you put your material through here, and then it has the little feeding dogs on the inside, and then I guess you're supposed to do it like this. I don't know. I feel like the best thing that I could do right now is just look at a tutorial. And really quickly, y'all, this little piece can be a replacement for this piece if you got like the little longer thread spools. So, you know, it's just pretty much, if you have that, then you can fit any kind of thread on here versus these little bobbin wheels. Also, I think that's what this is supposed to be, is a little bobbin wheel chamber, but they put it on the side instead of like a little mini something in here. And from the video, from what I got, you don't put anything down here, so we're about to just test it out and see how this thing runs. Okay, so we got our little sheet of fabric. So I'm gonna just fold that in half, just so we can test how this thing holds up. And then we're gonna lift that up, put it up in there like that. Make sure it's straight. And just, oh, and just go like a stapler. Oh my goodness. It works. I don't know why it's messing up my fold, or if I did that, but I'm gonna show you guys real quick what it's doing. So you can see that it's doing stuff right there, but it works. Okay, so a little thrifty thread cutters. So as I see, what it's doing is I want to say that this little piece right here, where it's really tight or loose, is the little tension dial, because the front looks fine. What concerns me is how the back looks. So what I want to test out real quick is, if I loosen that little thing up, what will it do? And if I make it super tight, what will it do? Just to see kind of how it reacts. And what I'm going to do is do side by side, just little stitches here. So we're going to put it back in, lift up, drop, and staple away. It's doing something, and I just don't know what it's doing. Oh yeah. Alrighty then. So we're gonna redo that. So I'm assuming, looking at the two, that this is supposed to be like this. It has this kind of loop-like stitching. Another thing I'm noticing is it's kind of loose. You know, typically that gives me an indication that there's not enough tension on it, or sometimes there's a little bit too much tension on it to where the threading can fall apart easier. As of the stitching in the front though, this is the first one that we did and it was kind of loose. Right here is a really good amount. It doesn't look too overdone. I mean, it looks like a good perfect stitching. So with the sewing machine, you kind of have to find that like little warm spot. Whenever I'm pulling at the seams, I can see that the thread just falls apart. And part of that is because on my regular sewing machine, I can backstitch, in which that kind of conceals the thread and keeps it from falling apart. There's no option on a handheld sewing machine. So it's either you kind of have to lift up that little plate, go back and go, lift up the plate, go back, and keep doing that until you get a nice back stitching. On the test, I'm not going to do that, but overall, you know, you can tell which one looks better at least. Final thoughts, ladies and gents. So really, I would rate this a 2.5 to 3. And I say that because the idea is really fun. This little guy is really fun. Just to, like, you know, staple but also sew at the same time. Who just said, you know what, let's make a handheld sewing machine. It's like it's a toy, and it's so fun, it's cute, it's just, you know, the concept is there. But with that being said, you're not able to backstitch. It's a little bit confusing and difficult to work with. I feel like this is something that you can possibly teach a child on how to sew. Personally, I say that because it is actually pretty basic considering how complicated it is to figure out. But it pretty much follows the same basic things that you would be using on a regular sewing machine, such as how to thread, how to put it through the needle. Also, what's cool about this is you can lift it up and see the components on the inside and actually show how the machinery kind of works. Now, like I said, this is literally this on a very, very, very small scale. Therefore, you're not going to teach everything, of course, but I feel like it's just good for the basics. Now, the thread that came with it is so cruddy. It falls apart. You have to keep rethreading. On top of that, you have to take threading scissors or fabric scissors and constantly snip the ends before threading it back into the needle. I feel like once you're done figuring everything out, it just took so much away from the cute, fun little concept that they had initially. But I will just say it is definitely, for all my people who love to sew, definitely something you need to go out and buy. I'll put this one right in the description box, you know, to where you can go purchase the same one, test out some of your thoughts. Otherwise than this, I'm gonna keep it just really as a trophy just because it's so cute. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you loved it, please give me a big fat thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you loved it, please give me a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell because you do not want to miss being a part of the familia. And also, subscribing is free and it is the best way to support my channel. Speaking of supporting my channel, if you would like to support my channel in a more monetary way, there's a GoFundMe link down in the description box to where you can donate any amount to my YouTube account. All proceeds will go back into making videos such as this one where I can do reviews, shopping hauls, creative content such as sewing, DIYs, or whatever it is that you guys want me to do. Nothing goes to me, all goes back to you guys. I don't go just shopping just free willy-nilly. Literally everything goes back into this YouTube channel just to make better content. Even though money is not the way to go always when it comes to supporting somebody's YouTube channel, it does help if, you know, you don't want to subscribe, there's that, or if you don't have that or just don't want to do that, then there is the free option subscribing and liking and commenting. And other than that, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye, beautifuls. Mwah.
There must be something about the features. You'll find the beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.